Yorubas say igi kan le dagboshi. You already said that. And finding these rare people, how have you gone about creating that magic? Because it is magic, especially with the way talent is going in Nigeria now.
I don't know that we have a formula. I think we're just lucky. Like our attrition is very low. From the 7 of us that kicked off in 2018, we're all still here. I don't know that we have a formula. I would say it's just here. But a principle I believe in is that you need to give people what matters to them. You need to promise people what matters to them. And you need to constantly demonstrate that you can see we're trying our best. That thing that matters to you. So we have things like, would you like to be a musician? That's what's doing you. No problem. How can we support this your music also? Like, what can be done? Okay, I need a training for it. It's music and training. We organize it. You want to be a founder yourself? Oh, create your product. Feel free, please. Create your product. We'll be your customer once you have something to show. Things like that. Even ridiculous things that people don't like to talk about openly, like side gigs. Everyone is free to tell us about theirs. Like, you want to do side gigs? It's okay. But if there are KPIs we need to work on together, please stay true to those KPIs. But if I discuss your side gigs, let's understand how we can even support each other. So it's things like that. When you show people that the things that matter to them, at least
also matter to you,
you put in the organization will put in its best to make it happen. And then there's that whole give and take that then comes from that effort. So I think maybe that's one formula. And I think that's sort of transparent, at least in today's OnePipe, that okay, OnePipe operates this way. Maybe that keeps people, maybe it doesn't. Another thing that I will say, and this is also personal for me, like I'm slowly learning to be more diplomatic. That it's not my best, it's not my best strength. But now I'm slowly learning that okay, the thing is black, but you can say, is it black? Instead of saying it is black. The message will still be passed across.
It's blackish.
So there's that too.
Oh my god. Okay. So these are methods, or these are formulas to keep people in. How about getting people in the first place? What are the things that you look out for?
So today and every time we've deviated from that chosen path, it has really backfired, to be honest. But today we look for hunger and we look for interest in the concept. Like, the interviews don't usually go straight into skill measurement. No, leave that one first. See this thing that we're doing. What do you think about it? Let's discuss. What are we doing wrong? What's bad? Once we see a sign of interest in the concept itself, then we flip it into personal. Like, what matters to you? In 3 years' time, what should have happened that will make you happy? Not even how do you see yourself in 5 years. What should have happened that you say you are happy? Then we're now going to, okay, what can OnePipe do? This thing you just said now, which may not be related to OnePipe. What can OnePipe do to make it happen? So once we sort of find that fit around, interest around the concept, some hunger around
life in general,
we then go into, okay, can you even do the thing that we want to do? When you are a good fit culturally, but you can't do it, we have this whole 3-month trial period. Where you come in the 3-month trial period, we'll immerse you as much as we can, and then we'll measure again. Okay, now this thing you couldn't do before, can you do it now? So can we continue? Something like that. So it's sort of the approach we use. Honestly, we find that it brings us younger people, or people looking to change career from one field to the other, because that's where the hunger is strongest. It's like they say I can't do DevOps, but nobody gave me the chance to do the DevOps. I came to this OnePipe. I'm now some kind of DevOps expert, somebody. So that hunger, we find it more common.
I get you. So you mentioned earlier that OnePipe is 100% remote now. Wow.
Near 100% remote.
Well, if you come to work once a month, that's 100% remote.
GIS.
Exactly. That's what people 100% remote. That's because you're not even coming to work anyway. So how has that been with obviously, I'm sure you mentioned that your team is largely is made up of a lot of young people, so that would have been very much welcomed.
Uh, so I wouldn't say it was like something that we did out of the goodness of our hearts. It's something that just happened. And again, back to that, all give people what they want.
Yeah.
So originally, even from 12 labs, we were 100% remote.
Okay.
We had a policy which was meet every Thursday just to quickly align. Even back in 12 labs was like that. Meet every Thursday to quickly align and get to work. And a policy of, if you ever do that, I can't hear you, can you hear me? Meet each other in the next 30 minutes. That has implications. Either you're in the same place or you're close to the same place. So that was like the loose policy we had. Then when we got to OnePipe, we tried that same policy. We continue as usual. We meet on Thursdays, but if you can't hear each other, get together quickly. Then as the team started to grow, it started to become a problem, which was, this whole 5 days, 4 days away from work, 1 day in is not, like, this guy is always, I can't hear him, and his house is far. So we switched slightly and say, okay, if you move close to the office, the company will pay a part of your rent. Okay. Several people took that. We saw a little bit of productivity gain there. Okay, no problem. But the team kept growing. There was me, I live in Lekki, I'm not moving to Ikaja for you. So it's like not everybody took that policy, so it didn't fully achieve what we wanted as people were growing. Then COVID came, which now even mandated that everybody just stay in your house. Yeah. But once COVID ended, we had grown to like 20 plus. The gaps in communication was getting worse. Yeah. We tried come to the office 3 times a week by force. People rebelled. We said, oh yeah, sorry. Put it back. We tried something we call what did the name for it? Camp house. So first week of every month, whatever team you guys are, whatever project you guys are working on in a team, whoever you are, a cross-functional team of 3-4 people, will rent an Airbnb for you 1 week, stay there, bang out whatever that work is, and then take 3 weeks of the month and go and rest. Wow. We tried that. Didn't work very well.
I was gonna ask.
It didn't work very well because the work never finished in the 1 week.
Yes.
People say, but the work didn't finish in the first place. So why are you asking us to come and stay in the same place? So we gave up. But as we kept trying things like different approaches, at the same time we were fine-tuning like KPI measurements. We turned KPIs from something that we used to track like quarterly to monthly to weekly. Because KPIs became granular, people know what we're supposed to deliver. So as we're getting better around performance tracking, we noticed that remote or no remote didn't matter so much again. Okay, let's try the full remote thing and see what happens. So far, in recent times, I think it is okay-ish.
How long has it been?
Like maybe 6 months now.
Okay.
Since full remote only come on
beginning of this
Friday
year.
of the month. Yeah, beginning of this year.
Wow, that's quite impressive.
Let's see if it works to the end. Like a great man says, when the facts change. But so far, we have learned what we need to do.
Okay.